Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode. So I actually recorded this episode where we were facing the Mighty Ducks, and we actually did get to the conference finals, but I realized afterwards when I was editing, going to edit my video, that the audio was completely fucked up and my video was messed up, so we're gonna have to restart this round two. But anyways, in the first round of the playoffs, we took on the Phoenix Coyotes. It was actually a pretty good matchup for the most part because the first game we got shut out 3-0, and then the next two games we were really good offensively, and then the last three games of the series were really tight, games that any team could have really won. So yeah, we ended up outseeding them in 6 games, and now we're on to the conference finals against the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So I'm going to show you guys the Mighty Ducks roster again, just in case you did not catch the last episode, which I'm going to just kind of skim over it because it's not that important really, because you guys would have seen it more than likely. So yeah, as you can see, definitely they have some good pieces like Kariya and Solani, also Ruchin, McInnes, but other than that, their bottom six is pretty weak except for Matt Cullen. They're all 70s, and we could definitely outbeat them in that category. They got Ted Drury at center, which is kind of interesting because Ted Drury is the brother of Chris Drury. So we got a brotherly rivalry going. Defensively, we also have the upper hand because this top six pairing is pretty much just as good, or not top six pairing, this top four pairing is pretty much just as good as our top six pairing is. So we definitely have the defensive depth in comparison to them. And then goaltending wise, we have definitely a lot better of a goaltender. Patrick Waugh easily is way better than Guy Hebert. So I think we should be able to beat them just because of the fact that we got a lot deeper of a depth team than they do. I'm also glad that Stu Grimson's out with an injury because he's an enforcer, and I don't really want somebody beating up on my players and maybe injuring them. Okay, so let's get into game number 1 at the McNichols Sports Arena. See if we could get to these conference finals like we actually did before I had to delete the episode. Because literally I was, like I said, I was editing the episode and just literally there was a lot of weird glitches in my video for some reason. I don't even know why. Maybe my Elgato is not working properly. But anyways, here we go. Game number 1. Let's see if we could take a 1-0 series lead. We should be able to, because this Mighty Ducks team is not that good. First period, and it is scoreless. So Patrick Waugh continuing to play good defensively, or not defensively, good in net. Shots are 9-6 in favor of us. Second period, and it's 1-0 for the Mighty Ducks. So they actually managed to solve Patrick Waugh first, and only on 12 shots. So hopefully we could bounce back from this here in the third and tie this game up. Frederick Olsen with the only goal. Come on, boys, let's tie this up. Penalty kill early in the third, and another penalty kill. Stop taking penalties. There you go. Mike Watt, the trade acquisition, ties the game at 1 on the fourth line, too, nonetheless. And we take the lead in at Sandis Ozolinsh. Good job, Sandis. He eventually played for the Ducks as well, which is kind of cool. Last tiny bit, and we're going to hold them off to a 2-1 victory. Good job, boys. Just what we wanted. 29-19 the shots, so we dominated that game, but we just did not solve Guy Hebert that much. So Watt from Donovan and Lefebvre, so Donovan gets his first playoff points, or playoff point, and an Ozolinsh from Sakic and Forsberg, so Sakic and Forsberg continuing to produce, which is a good thing. So Ozolinsh gets first star, Watt the second star, and Patrick Waugh the third. Okay, so let's see if we can continue this momentum going forward and see if we could take a 2-0 lead going back to the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. That would be the hope, at least. So 10 points in 7 games now for Sakic. It really sucks that last episode didn't work because we literally were playing really good offensively and defensively. I feel like we could have went on a cup run. So anyways, let's see what happens here in game 2. We could still get to that finals. First period, and it's 3-1 for us. Good job, offense. Sakic, Kamensky, and Forsberg. So 3 guys on our top 6 managed to get goals in that opening period, all on 10 shots. And Travis Green gets the only goal for the Mighty Ducks. Second period, and it's 5-1 for us. Fleury and Forsberg. Yeah, this top six is just nasty. Well, especially the top line. 5 goals on 18 shots. Yehi Bear's still in net. Maybe not for this third period, but let's see if we could just lock this down here. Definitely getting a lot of momentum with our goal scoring. But like I thought, Colorado is definitely a more offensively based team than defensive. Like, they're playing really good defensively right now, but in real life, back in these days, they're a really good offensive team. So Sakic makes it 6-2. Ruchin also got them a goal, but we're going to hold them off and take a 2-0 series lead, headed back to Anaheim. So really good offensive performance there. So Sakic from Forsberg, Kamensky from Lemieux and Deadmarsh, Forsberg from Fleury and Miller, Fleury from Deadmarsh and Hayduk, and Forsberg from Fleury and Sakic from Fleury and Yell. So yeah, that top six had a lot of points. So Forsberg with 2 goals, 1 assist, Sakic with 2 goals, 1 assist, and Fleury with 1 goal, 3 assists. Okay, so we have a 2-0 series lead, and we're driving this boat. We got 8 goals in 2 games. Let's see if we can continue that on the road at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. So here you go, Game 3 against Anaheim. I know I'm kind of going through this really quickly. It's just because I'm mad about my recording not working. First period, and it's 2-0 for us. Fleury and Lemieux, so more top 6 goal scoring. The shots are 16-5 in favor of us. Let's see what happens here in the second, and it's a 2-1 game. Steve Ruchin beats Patrick Waugh. Shots are still in our favor by 11 shots. Let's see what happens here in the third. Let's just continue this. There you go. Deadmarsh makes it 3-1 early with a 30-second a goal 30 seconds into the third. Sakic makes it 4-1. Yeah, our offense is humming like crazy. 5 goals again. Wow. 6 goals. Sakic and Avalanche get goals. 6-2 again. Sandstrom scores. So back-to-back games with 6 goals. Damn, this team is crazy. And we're going to lock it down and have another 6-2 win. 47 shots on goal in regulation. God damn. So Lemieux from Avalanche and Kamensky. Fleury from Forsberg and Sakic. Deadmarsh from Kamensky and Avalanche. Sakic from Fleury and Forsberg. Avalanche from Fleury. Sakic from Forsberg and Fleury. So yeah, again, that top 6 had a lot of points. Sakic with 3 points, Fleury again with another 4-point night, and Avalanche to third star with 3 points. God damn. This offense and defense is just insane. Okay, so we have a chance to sweep the Mighty Ducks and head to the conference finals against, it's looking like Detroit, which is not good, because Detroit just, oh, they're a really deep team, and there's a lot of rivalry past with Colorado and Detroit. Okay, so Sakic's up to 16 points in 9 games. Let's see if we can sweep the Mighty Ducks and head, what the hell, I didn't mean to click that, head to the conference finals in our first season, which would be pretty amazing. Which technically already happened, but like I said, the video glitched out, so here we go. First period in game 4, and it is 1-1. Joe Sakic continuing to play really good. I love it when our captain comes through. And then Jim McKenzie scores for them, which is kind of weird because he's like an enforcer guy. Second period, and it is still 1-1, so this is definitely a lot closer of a game in comparison to the last 2. Shots are 19-18 in favor of us. Come on, boys, let's get a goal to go ahead. And the Ducks are going to take the lead, and it's Paul Kariya, who has not been anywhere in the series so far. Come on, boys. Oh, Kariya again makes it 3-1. Yeah, it looks like the Mighty Ducks are going to take a game. It's kind of cool because Kariya and Solani actually both also played for Colorado for a short bit. So, more former players that we're playing against. So we lose game number 4, but we still have a whopping lead in the series. Let's see if we could maybe take the take the series next game on home ice. So Sakic from Forsberg and Fleury is their only goal. And then, yeah, Paul Kariya did the rest in the third. So, their captain came through. And obviously, all Ducks are going to be 3 stars in that one. Okay, so we are headed back to our home ice. We have won both, or wait, yeah, we won both of our games there, I think. Yeah, we won both of our games there. So hopefully we can continue that and win our third on home ice and see if we can get to that conference finals. So here we go, game 5. We need a win here. First period, and oh my god, the Mighty Ducks are not coming through. Paul Kariya again and Travis Green make it 2-0 for them after one. Not a really good first period for Patrick Waugh. 2 goals on 7 shots. Second period, and it's 3-0. Paul Kariya, holy crap. We got to shut down their top line now, please. Paul Kariya is just on fire right now. 4 goals in his last 3 periods. Okay, so third period underway. It looks like we're going to be going to a game 6, which really sucks because I thought we would end this a lot quicker. Because we're down by 3 goals in the final 10 minutes of this game 5. Power play for us. Come on, let's just get a goal at least. Come on, guys. We have the offensive capability. We had 6 goals in back-to-back games, and we are going to lose 3-0 despite having 35 shots on goal. And it's going to a game 6, so this is getting tight now. Yeah, Paul Kariya has definitely picked it up. 7 goals in the playoffs for him now. And yeah, Gihi Bear is definitely playing better than he was in those games 2 and 3. Okay, so I don't know if I want to change anything with our lines yet because our offense is not produced and our defense has given up a couple goals. Like, I'm definitely not changing our top 6 around. Like, I could always bring in Sean Poden because Donovan's a -5. And I think Poden's better defensively. Donovan's got a defensive awareness of 85. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring in Sean Poden. He's better defensively. It's not anything against Sean Donovan because I like Sean Donovan as a player, but yeah, we're going to bring in Sean Poden just to play better defensively, I think. See if that helps us out. Because at least we don't have any morale issues because there's no morale in this. So here we go, game number 6. Come on, guys. This is a must-win game because I don't feel good about giving up 2 games in a row. First period, and it is scoreless. So there's a good defensive period, not giving up any goals. Hopefully Sean Poden helped out with that. Shots are 12-7 in favor of the Mighty Ducks. Second period, and oh my god, 3-1 for them. We score first, and it's Adam Denmarsh, but then Sandstrom with 2 goals and Ruchin with 1. That's their second line coming through. And we're being outshot 28-12. Come on, boys. Where's the team that scored 6 goals in 2 games? Back-to-back games. Oh, it looks like we're going to be going to a game 7 after being up 3-0. I think I have one of those series where you like it's rigged. Sean Poden pulls us within 1, so he gets a goal in his first game in the lineup, and we have a power play chance. Can we tie it? No, we cannot. Final bit, and we're gonna lose again, allowing 3 goals in 3 straight games now, and we have not scored more than 2 goals in a game. So Denmarsh from Lemieux and Poden from Watt. Oh, this is not good. I might have to make some major line changes for game 7. I'm not feeling good about this at all. The fact that we've dropped 3 straight games. And yeah, Detroit is off to the conference finals. They beat Dallas in 5. And the other series, Toronto is off to the conference finals, which happened in real life. And Pittsburgh and the Flyers are going to a game 7. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to make some line changes, I think. I just don't know what. Drury is an even 0. He's got 24 penalty minutes. That's unlike Chris Drury at all, like taking the penalty a game. That's weird. You know, I brought Watt in for a reason. We're going to bring Watt up their line. Stefan Yell, you're going to go down to the 4th line. Wasn't Yell good at faceoffs? Yeah, he is. We're going to put Yell as the center down there on the 4th line. And I'm going to bring out the old guy in Dale Hunter. I just don't know if Hunter's taking too many penalty minutes. And then we're going to bring in Sean Donovan again. And put Poden on the left side like he normally is. And put Donovan back on his right side. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then Hayduk. I could bring Hayduk up to the top 6. And demote Kamensky. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Hayduk up. But yeah, isn't Deadmarsh not actually good at face-offs though? Yeah, I by accident made him not that good at face-offs. What if I put Deadmarsh as a winger? And then put Claude Lemieux down. Put Drury up instead. But then we don't have anybody that's good at face-offs in this spot. Unless I don't want to bring... I could do this. Actually, let's keep Watt on the fourth line. But is any of these guys good at face-offs? Donovan's okay. Poden's okay. Yeah, let's just do it like that. I don't want to demote Lemieux too much. But I think I need to move Deadmarsh to the wing because Deadmarsh is not a good face-off man, even though I think in real life he played center as well. I just did not make the overalls that accurate. And we got to make some line changes to kind of find our team's offense again because we just have been really flat since scoring 6 goals in back-to-back games. So this is a critical Game 7, so it's going to be a real-time simulation the entire game. Can we please go to the conf finals? We had a 3-0 lead. No team really comes back from a 3-0 deficit. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Well, let's get that opening goal, guys. Like if Sean Donovan or somebody on the fourth line would come through, that would be nice to show our depth. Come on, boys. You can do this. And it is scoreless after 1, which is good, but not good. Shots are 12-7 in favor of the Mighty Ducks. Come on, boys. We need a goal here in the second. Still no goals for either team so far. This is a defensive game. Power play for us. Come on, boys. And we don't score on it despite it being a pretty long power play. And there you go. Peter Forsberg. Huge goal from Peter Forsberg. Knew he could step it up. And it's 1-0 for us going into the third period in a critical Game 7. We're a period away from the conference finals, or we're a period away from like completely falling apart and losing 4 straight games to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Third period underway. Come on, boys. Just lock it down. I believe in you, Patrick Wall. You could do this. And I believe in the offense on the top line, too, to just hopefully get another goal. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Final 5 minutes, third period. Very tight game. And it's coming down to the last little bit. And we're going to shut them out 1-0. Huge game there from our defense, and our offense didn't really show up again, but we managed to get the win, and we're off to the conference finals because of Peter Forsberg. So Forsberg's goal was actually from Miller and Poden, so Sean Poden picking up some points in his games that he came into the lineup, and so he's definitely been better than Donovan in a sense, and I think it was a good move to scratch Dale Hunter maybe. Not sure if that was the reason we were letting in goals. Let me just take a look at Dale Hunter's stats, because he might have been a minus player. Yeah, he was a -3. He had 1 goal in 12 games. He only had 10 penalty minutes, which is weird. But I think I'm going to revert our lines back to the way we had them. So that means Sean Poden... Yeah, I'm going to revert our lines back to the way we had them. I don't know if this is screwing up any of the lines, really. But I'm going to bring our lines back to normal again. So it was like that. Yeah, I think that's the way we had them. So there you go. Now let's see what the conference finals is like for the entire league. We're facing Detroit, and it's going to be the Flyers and the Leafs. So we might have a rematch of the 97-98 finals, like if it's Detroit and Philadelphia, or if we get to the finals against Philadelphia, it would be kind of cool too. Because the Flyers and the Avalanche made a big trade, I think, actually back in 98-99, like Keith Jones and I forget who else was involved, Sean Poden. Okay, so let's take a look at our player stats for the second round of the playoffs, and then we will get into the roster for the Detroit Red Wings. Okay, so 17 points in 13 games for both Sakic and Forsberg, both the exact same amount of goals and assists. Fleury's got 12 points in 9 games. Deadmarsh 9 points, 13. Lemieux's got 8. Ozolinsh 7. Kamensky 6. Hayduk 5. Yell 4. Same with Watt and Drury. Lefebvre 3. Poden 3. Wow, 3 points in 6 games for Sean Poden. Pretty good. 3 points for Aaron Miller. Only 1 goal for Dale Hunter. Adam Foote has 1 goal in 13 games. Sean Donovan's got an assist. Everybody on our team has a point except for DeVries, but DeVries is a solid +5, so I'm pretty happy with his play. Goaltending wise, Patrick Waugh is 8-4-1 with 1 shutout, a .923 save percentage, and a 2.09 goals against average. So he's not been spectacular, but he hasn't been bad either. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Detroit Red Wings. Oh, it's a really scary team in Detroit. Like, very scary. Like, they are deep in every single position. Okay, so Detroit. So top line, Vyacheslav Kozlov, Steve Yzerman, and Brendan Shanahan. Really deadly top line. In a sense, it's not as good as ours because we have 2 90s on our top line, but it's still pretty solid. Second line, they got Larionov, Fedorov, and Holmstrom. So a very second line, obviously, with another 90 there and an 87. And then third line, Doug Brown, Chris Draper, and Darren McCarty. That's probably as good as our second line, which is pretty bad. Fourth line, Kirk Maltby and Martin Lapointe and Wendell Clark. So their offensive core has nobody below an 82, which is really scary. And obviously this team has won back-to-back Stanley Cups if we're actually contributing the real Stanley Cups from 96, 97, and 97, 98. Defensively, they got Nicholas Lidstrom, who missed most of the season with an injury because he's only played 43 games during the regular season, so he's helping out probably in the playoffs. No, he's got only 3 points. That is weird because it made him have good offensive stats, so I don't understand it. But he's playing with Chris Chelios, and then you got Larry Murphy, Aaron Ward, Todd Gill, and Iwi Krupp, so a solid defensive core as well. They got 3 really good defensemen and then 3 solid D-men as well. Goalie wise, they got Chris Osgood, who's actually pretty good for being a good young 26-year-old. He was really actually underrated, and he actually got into a fight, I think, with Patrick Waugh as well, because like I said, Colorado and Detroit have like a really bad history, so this should be a really good playoff matchup. And then their backup is Bill Ranford, who's an 83, so just as good as Billington. Scratch-wise, they have Ulf Samuelsson, Jamie McCowan, and Mark Pedersen, so their depth is even really good. As you can see, they have nobody below an 80. And then I think they actually have like Matthew Dandino in the minors. Like, they sent him down, and he's like an 81 or an 82, so they got a really deep team. Like, if there's an injury on their top 6 or anywhere, they could easily just move another guy up, and they'll be okay. So I'm kind of scared for our chances just based on how deep they are. But it should be a pretty good matchup either way because both these teams know what it takes to win a Stanley Cup. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to the conference finals against the Detroit Red Wings and see if we can get to the Cup finals. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.